Hey everybody, welcome into the Beehive. I'm your host, TheBee at LLC, and this is where we stack precious metals like it's Paul. And I gotta mute myself over here. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is where we stack precious metals like it's pollen and nectar, preserving our wealth as honey of old. And like ancient metals, we hold our own. So yeah, we're gonna jump in here to an auction. I got OC Stacker I'll bring up here in a minute. I'm gonna run through the instructions and then we'll jump into it. So we must be 18 years or older to purchase in this auction. And email me longlivecoins@gmail.com with any wins you make throughout the night. Please include what you won and at what price, along with your YouTube name and address you would like it shipped to. I will send an invoice through Clover to your email, which includes many forms of payment. And if anything within that invoice doesn't suit you, I also have Zelle and Cash App. If we do Zelle, it's to a business, Long Live Coins. And everything is free except for PayPal. Please add 4% to your total with PayPal. Shipping is $7 in the US. And I think actually I can now ship to Canada. I got an email from USPS saying they're now shipping into Canada. So I need to change that probably, and I'm not sure if the charge will be more up to Canada, probably a little bit more, but I'm willing to try to ship to Canada now as well, and we'll see how that goes. Or if anybody has more info on that, let me know if there's any other catches. And the top bidder with the highest total value gets a freebie. And right now that freebie is 1 gram of silver. Let me see if I can show you what it is. So these little 1 grammers right here are what you will be receiving. 1 gram 39 Belcombi bar as a freebie if you are the top bidder of the night. Yeah, the highest total value gets the freebie. You can't win the freebie 2 auctions in a row. Other than that, that's all there is to it. We're going to bid in $1 increments up to $100, and then $5 increments over $100. My guess, which would be OC today, is welcome to bid as well as the moderators. And OC gets free shipping for helping me out here tonight. So thanks ahead of time for that, OC. And no insurance bids allowed. We will run a 3-minute timer roughly and then count it down. 3, 2, 1, sold. Ancient coins sold here come with a lifetime money back guarantee to be genuine. I also have a 4-month payment plan available for both ancient coins and Osmium. Just email me to make sure we can work out the deals and everything. Up to snuff, it'll be you can do up to 1 payment a month, split that into 4, and upon receiving every of the total, I will ship it out. And you can hit exclamation point commands and it will bring up the other commands for you. And with that, let's bring OC in and get going. OC Stacker, welcome into the Beehive. How you doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for coming on and hanging out with me.
Yeah. I always have a good time when I come up here.
Cool. Okay, well, I guess we might as well jump right into it. And so I don't know how many of you seen my 2-ounce rounds. I just did it. There's a challenge going around in the precious metals community to show your 2-ounce rounds, and I just did a live showing my 2-ounce rounds, but I forgot to include, this actually is in my company, so I didn't really consider it, but this is a 2-ounce piece right here. This is also a stacker, so you can stack these, and it's, again, as I say, 2 ounces. Topographical map of the US, pretty sweet. So I'm going to be offering that up here tonight. And then I also forgot these I offer on my spinning bins, but this is 2 ounces as well. The St. Michael sword dagger here, and then also
Those things are cool. Look, I like those.
yeah, and then we have that was the first one, and this was the second edition here. This is another Saint. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but another Michael, I think it is Michael or something. Anyway, so we are going to get into it here, and we'll go ahead. I think I'm just going to start off with this 2-ounce piece since it's on my mind.
Is that the one that's out of North Korea?
Yes. It's a North Korea of America topographical map. What's that make you think, huh?
Yeah, they know a little bit too much about us.
Right? That's funny.
Hey, I want to say hello to 3D Woodworks and to Kiko Surfs.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's run through the chat. Who we got in here? So, Mike, welcome in. Good to see you. I'm not sure if I've seen you in here, but thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker, always good to see you. Dale M, thanks for coming in. 3D, great to see you. Kiko Surfs. I'm not sure if I've seen you in here either before. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, she's I've been chatting with her for probably well over a year. I got to know her over on Surfer's channel.
Oh,
I
okay.
know
Okay.
I knew she was down in San Diego for a while, but recently I found out we were chatting on another stream that she's back up here, a couple cities north of me. So maybe one of these days we can meet for lunch or something. I think it'd be pretty cool to see another fellow stacker.
Well, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks for coming in. Good to have you.
Yeah, very cool.
Let's get this pulled up here. Downloading. You don't need to download that. Okay, here we go. Let me grab the. What do we got? Okay, so. Put this in here. North Korea. USA topographical.
Hey, what happened to your revolvers in the background? You just changed out the studio a little bit?
So I just recorded that video on my 2 boys, adding to their stack each year, get them a gram of gold. And so
Love that.
we just recorded that video, and I retired my revolvers into their hands. So they were consecutive numbers. There was 2 of them, and they were consecutive numbered. And I gave, of course, the lower number to my firstborn, and the next one to the next in line. And so now they have them. I have officially retired them.
That's very cool. So we know what they got in their stacks this year. I guess your preemptive striking. What's going to happen?
Right, right.
I always look forward to that video. I'd like to hear their voices getting excited about it. I like watching their boxes get fuller and fuller.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
ready for probably in a couple more Christmases here. We're going to have to see you giving them a bigger box.
It's coming soon, indeed.
That's that's always good to see, my friend. Future stackers.
Yeah, yep.
Are they going to? I don't know. Do you have very many coin shows out by you?
Um, let me see if I can get this. Hey, Chef Stacker, welcome in. Denver, yeah, Denver's got some great shows. I just have not really been to too many really big shows yet, but they have them here every occasionally. I heard the last one here was, oh, it's a big name that stopped here in Denver. I can't think of what it was, but I guess it was pretty good. I was
What's up, Chef
busy.
Stacker?
Yeah, Chef, good to see you. Okay.
He and I have a road trip coming up this weekend.
Oh, I didn't get my price in there, did I? try that again.
Yeah, I'm watching 3D Woodworks. He's doing some pretty awesome pours lately. I'm excited for him. He's done a couple that I'm interested in. I gotta reach out to him probably via email. I need to go jump on his channel and go get that.
Yeah, he's taking off. He's doing some awesome stuff over there indeed.
Yeah, I love following Capital Currency, the Broke Stacker, 3D Woodworks, Tuli.
Yep.
Tiger's getting back into his pouring. Hopefully he's so doggone busy. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know he's poured lately, but what's up,
Yeah, and
Space Miner?
I was talking to Tiger not long ago on the phone, and I better not say what happened, but I know he had got some new pouring equipment and something else happened, and so now he's in a bind again. But yeah, I'm excited for him to get going.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay, so 3 minutes on this 2-ounce piece. Again, this is a 2-ounce topographical map from the UO. Try this.
Do you have multiples of those, or is that your only one?
This is my only one. 2 ounces topographical stacker. And it's in its lollipop packaging still. It's got its still new. Let me adjust my camera here. How we doing, Space Miner? Good to see you.
Yeah, I like Space Miner. He's a cool cat.
Yeah, no doubt.
Looks like I'm still jealous of you guys being in New Orleans. That looked like a fun trip. And did you guys get down? Did you guys go down to the what are those streets called? Dang, I was just there not too long ago. Canal Street and all that.
I think we were close anyway. I don't think we quite did make it down to the. I think he was saying we were pretty close to it, but I don't think we made it all the way there.
Yeah, my daughter went to Alabama, and then she was working in Atlanta, and then she got tired of working out there, so she came back home. So I flew out and met her in New Orleans, and we road tripped it back from We spent like 2 days in New Orleans, then started road tripping it back to California. I absolutely had the best etouffee I've ever had in my life in New Orleans, though.
You had the best what?
Etouffee.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a rice and like small like little crawdad meat in it. Oh,
Okay.
it
Yeah,
was
and that's funny. So
awesome.
yeah, when I was down there, I had some something with the crawdads in it, or I think it was crawdads. What's the other? What else do you call them?
Um, um,
Let's see.
oh,
Space Miner. What did I have down there for the first time? That's kind of common. Hey, Pete Clark. Good to see you.
what's up, Pete Clark?
Yeah,
Good to see you.
I'm not big on seafood, but I had to try. It was crawfish, I
Oh,
think.
yeah, yeah, same thing. Yeah,
Same
crawfish.
thing. Okay, that's what I thought. Crawfish.
They don't. My wife is the same thing, man. I mean, lobster. She won't have nothing to do with any of that stuff. But me and my daughters, that's another story.
It was actually really good. I liked it, even though I'm not usually too big on it. I can have it every once in a while, though, and I thought it was good. So
Yeah, it's not fishy at all. People think that it's not. It's not fishy at all.
yeah, it
When
wasn't
it's
bad.
cooked right, yeah, it's a little slice of heaven. I'd fly back to New Orleans just to have it again. That's how good it was.
Suck the heads, Pete Clark says. There you go.
I don't do that. I can't bring myself to do that, but I can. They can bring it to me on a plate cooked, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, that's how I had it. So
I'm spoiled living out here in California. We go. It's 10 minutes, 15 minutes to the coast, and I can go out at Dana Point, Newport Harbor, down to San Diego. Go out when the tuna are running, get some fresh ahi out there, bring it home, and cook it up on the barbecue that night. That's some good. That's some good eating right there.
yeah, Yeah, I think I would enjoy that as well.
I
That's
can't
not
do the
very fishy at all either, really, is it?
no, not at all. Not no. When you get it back fresh. So what makes fish smell is when it's out for a while or it's frozen and defrosted. That's when you get that fishy smell. And I
Oh,
tell people if you don't like that when you have to defrost it, if you just put fish in milk, it kills the enzymes that causes the fish to smell. So if you're worried about the smell when you're cooking it, you just stick it in, just dunk it in milk and you're good to go.
really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
But when you catch it fresh out here and throw it on the barbecue that night, that's about as good as it gets.
Nice.
We'll have to get you guys out here to California one of these days.
Right, right. Oh, that'll be fun, no doubt. Yeah, so quite some fires up there kicked up, right?
There you go, Kiko. I'm in Laguna de Gal.
So, but you're down out of it south a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I'm between. I'm located. I'm directly between San Diego and L.A. I'm right in the middle. All
Okay.
the towns are like San Clemente, San Onofre, San Clemente, Dana Point, San Juan Capistrano, Mission Viejo, Irvine, in that all area right there.
Okay, okay. So I popped some coins out of their capsules the other day for practice for an ancient coin I popped out. And so now I'm selling the coins. They just went directly into the capsule. So this was a silver Krugerrand 2020 MS69. Came with this card, given some details about it. So I'll send that along with it as well. And here was the inner lining for that 2020 Krugerrand MS69 NGC.
Hey, so I learned something when you did that. I did not realize that the center of those capsules were rubber.
Yes, that was kind of that was cool to see how they felt and handled. And
Yeah,
so this was the MS69. It's got this gouge here on the back. That's where you're getting your 69. I'm surprised. I mean, they gave it a good 69 is pretty good for that big of a gouge. I was kind of surprised that, but the rest of the coin is that I can see superb. So if you're looking for a nice clean Krugerrand, it's a 69, just taken out of the slab, put it into the capsule, and I'm throwing it out at a good price, in my opinion. Here. Okay, hold on. Let me grab that. It's in my other folder. Should have done that earlier.
hey, nobody bid on that topical map.
No, sir.
Why don't you throw that in my basket then?
All right, you got it. You got it, good sir. Okay, here we are. MS69, Kruger in. Closey. Okay. Uh, all right, there we go. We'll start the clock on that Krugerrand. Let me get my camera down there, give it a little bit of angle. And then I'll copy that over here too.
So what's going to be your new background for this year since the boys got the revolvers? Is it going to be a rotating display?
Well, I'll keep that display going. I'm collecting the generals that they're putting out at SD Bone, and I turns out I have like 10 places on my go around, and they're putting out like 10 of them. So I thought that worked pretty well. So I'm going to
Yeah.
fill that up with those, but I'm getting some good pours from the community with bees on them, and that's gonna be kind of I got to keep those in the camera shot. So
Yeah, that one in the background there behind the Coug or to the, well, from my view, the left, right behind your hourglass. That's from the Broke, right?
yep, that's his first silver pour. I'm quite proud of that piece.
I got one of those myself.
Oh, you got one from him too? Cool.
Oh yeah.
Well,
When
you
I
don't
when I
have a number one. Or you
No, I do
might.
not.
It's not of the bee, I guess I should say. What do you have?
I had that same exact one, but I don't remember what the number is. I actually think it's number 3 because 3 is my number. So
Oh, cool.
just like on
Perfect.
your hourglass where it has that 3 on there, it's everywhere.
That's cool. Right on. Funny. Okay, so yeah, so it was an MS69. Obviously, it's no longer graded, just popped into a regular capsule, and that's a pretty good price for a nice 69 coin. If you're interested. And let me get you in here. And so you want the topographical map 2-ounce piece.
Yep.
USA. Cool. Okay, let me get you in here.
And I know I bought something months ago. I got sitting in
Yeah, you do
sitting in
have
basket.
you have one thing in your wallet here, I know. At least one thing. I'll have to check if there's more.
Yeah, I like that gorilla when it's breaking the brick in half. That's one of my favorite pieces.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like that too. I gotta add you to my roster here. Don't have you yet.
Is that the good list or the bad list?
That's a good list. Right. And yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of a roster to help me keep track of what's going on. It's taken me a while to figure out that, how to get that set up.
What's it going to help you do?
Well, I can just add in as I go who bought what and track it and copy it and paste it into like other things. And just it saves a lot of headache of having to rewrite things down and whatnot.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Kind of like a spreadsheet.
yeah, it's a spreadsheet. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Uh, okay, back over here. Where are we at on our? Okay, we have run out of time. I'm going to count this one down. All right, thank you for your consideration.
So, did you get another 2 ounce today that you did an opening on today? I'm reading Space Fighter's message here.
That was a heck of a 2-ounce show you put. Yeah, thanks. So did you see the others that I showed? So I forgot to include. Oh, I got to back my camera out here. So I forgot to include this 2-ounce sword and this 2-ounce sword, and then I had a 2-ounce topographical map. This one here that OC just picked up. So now I no longer have this, but it's pretty sweet, and it's a stacker as well. So I missed 3 pieces that were right here beside me. I wasn't thinking straight, but anyway. Thank you. All right, goes to OC.
So, all your pores in the background there, any of them copper?
No, I do not have any copper pores. Nor do I have my pin. What did I do with it? This one if I must. Okay, OC stacker.
I like that antique one. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, this one here is from Metally Corrupted, and it has a really sweet heart-shaped ripple to it that just kind of happened. So I thought that was pretty sweet.
And I forgot to mention Mentally Corrupted. I still need to get some of his pieces. I keep sending him messages, but he's hard to get a hold of.
Yeah. Every guy OC's there. This is 32.
So how many are going? Did they release the 4th General in the General series?
They did the Caesar that just went by. Caesar 2020. It's a 2025 on there too. It says so, but it was in 2024 that they actually released.
Nice. Is that a tiger pour on your turntable too?
Yes, that is a Tiger slash
Dog World.
Dog World and You channel round. It was done by Hi-Ho Silver
That's
for
right.
Tiger's channel, and I got one of those. Okay, what should we do next? Let's go with one of those 2 ounces that I put up earlier. So I have one available. I got one for myself. I have one more that is still available. This is a 2 ounce. Those little scratches are on the capsule. Clean. Kind of like how they did the rib cage on that horse there. So this is so this is a debasement 2 ounce round. It's got kind of a Roman Caesar on there and a skeleton, half live, half skeletal. Same thing with this horse. You can see it's got some skeletal structure showing through, kind of like the debasement of the coins they would do back then, coating their copper coins with silver. Sometimes the silver will pop off and expose the copper core, kind of just like that looks on ancients. Kind of cool. So so this is a 2 ounce.
What's it say across the bottom of it? I'm trying to read
It
it.
says, I read this earlier today. You can't wake a person who is pretending to be asleep. And then it also says Annuit Coeptus. And 49 silver, 2 troy ounces, 2023.
And Debasement is a company or a place that puts them out? Or is
No,
it just an coin?
that's an SD bullion piece.
Okay, gotcha.
So they put that out. I think it's kind of like, well, I shouldn't say that to go along with their series, but I think it kind of does. So let's see. Let me get that pulled up, and then this is the Caesar from this last release, 2025.
Now, are you just collecting just the 5 ounces, or are you doing the 1 ounce and the gold along with it?
Oh, I can't do the gold along with it. I wish. I'm just doing the 5 ounces is about all I can, and I'm doing other things, on as well. So I can't load up on all of it. I just pick the 5 ounces, and I don't do the posters either.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the 5 ounces if I can, anyway. All right.
Is that Heart from Thule?
Yep, and it's almost 2 ounces. It was 1.88 ounces.
Nice. Well, you're representing the pouring community very well, my friend.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's what I dropped those revolvers off for. Is I want to keep getting something bee related pours like this one here. This is a new one from 3D Woodworks, an ounce and a half pour that he did with
Yeah,
this. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but it's a copy of an ancient coin that I just got too. So
yeah,
Ephesus.
I just watched him do some pours on those and comment on. I thought those were very cool. I said, "Hey, which one of those has my name on it?" But he said he'll let me know. So if he's still in here, I still want. I still want to get some of those. I need to get some 3D in my circle of friends collection here.
Cool. Well, he was talking about we might work out that we just kind of do those through my channel as like a channel round. I still got to talk to him on that myself, but
Oh, there you go. Hey, Check Stacker, what's happening?
check. Good to see you. Let me grab this description and we'll get going on that. I should have had a couple of these I didn't have ready. I guess I thought I was ready, but I was not.
So I'm thinking that if I ever get into pouring, if I start pouring honey pots, I think I got a customer.
Yeah, you do. See, exactly. Yeah, anybody anybody out there who does something bee related pours, and you have a channel or not, just I'd love to get a copy of it.
Yeah, I'll have to do Winnie the Pooh along with the honey pot and make it a package deal.
There you go. Okay, let's go ahead and run that. 3 minutes on the debasement 2 ounce round. I'll give it another. So it's this. Grab my pointer too. These little scratches here are on the capsule. I think this front and that one right there. The front is actually a good clean mirror finish.
Is that almost proof like? It looks mirrorish in the field.
It's got a pretty good mirror. Now I think I do see a little something on the coin right there. But otherwise, I mean, this is a good clean copy, no doubt. 2 ounce debasement round from the Roman reign of debasement. Okay, I gotta put
Does JM Unleashed come into your lives much, or your
that.
auctions?
Occasionally.
Sure would like to get his take on what's going on with the Trudeau situation in Canada. I'd like to get his perspective on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, what's your take on that?
Oh, I think it's a good thing for Canada. They're moving in the right direction, that's for sure.
Right, yeah, no doubt there.
I can't imagine. I actually sat and watched when Parliament. How they in their Parliament how both sides speak one after each other. It's kind of a unique way to watch how politics work that way. But I sat down for 2 nights in a row watching them going back and forth about what was going on, and then they kept asking him to step down, and here it is. What 2 3 weeks later since that happened, and he obviously he saw the writing on the wall, kind of like our government did, and asked Biden to step aside.
Yeah,
Brilliantly.
yeah, yeah.
What's up,
Yeah,
JT Coin Rings?
is it? Oh, JT, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in.
He's a
Yeah,
great community member. I see him jumping all around in everybody's chats and always drops down at some $2 chats and whatnot, or what are those things called?
super chats.
Super chats. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, no, he's awesome.
he's
Got a
awesome.
great coin rings that he makes, and yeah, good community member. So right now we have running this buy it now special. Golden State Mint 3/9 fine silver 1 ounce rounds. They're at $32. So if anybody wants those, just put buy it now dash special and then X how many you want. Actually, I think I only have 5 total left, and then but I have more that I can put up at $32 a round. They're they're 1 ounce rounds, but they are the Walking Liberty design round, or the Walking Liberty coin design on a round, I guess you would say. So I have that, and then also I'm gonna jump over here and show you. This is the ancient coin. Oh, let me do some adjusting here. This is the ancient coin I'm offering up tonight, which is the Alexander the Great Tetradrachm, 16.8 grams, so over a half ounce of AR, which is silver in the ancient labeling world, and it was minted in 311 or 306 BC in the Seleucid Empire. And you can buy it right now for 2,200, or at the end of the auction tonight, I'll put it up for a little discounted price. So there is that. And back to the main course here, the debasement round. We are out of time. I'm going to start counting this down. That is a 2-ounce round from SD at 75, debasement. We'll call it debasement round.
Space Miner should pick that coin up and then put one of his osmium pieces in the crown of the Emperor there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just throwing it out there, Space Miner.
All right. Thank you for your consideration on that. All right. Speaking of tearing the silver 1,000-ounce bar apart, take your silver back.
Yep.
Take your real money back. 2022, 1 ounce. Silverback precious metals is where this was minted. 3 nines fine silver. For any silverback gorillas out there. Grab the price on that.
Every time I see those, I always think of Tiger talking about his sister.
That's funny. Oh, let's see. Let's go ahead and draw. Oh, boy, that's questionable. I guess we better leave it there. Okay.
I like it that you're putting that drop down in the front of the screen so everybody knows what it is and what the price is.
Cool, yeah. Help me remember to switch it if I forget to. That's the only problem with that.
Yeah, this was nice about I have you on my iPad. Up open so I can see what's going on in it.
Oh, it's so nice
So it
to
works
have
out pretty good because you can't see the chat.
Exactly. Yeah. There, the last there kind of grabbed as many as I could. What are you talking about, Space Miner?
Do you remember what size Osmium he was using in his rounds? Was it a 2x2? Or was he using the round? He was using round ones, wasn't he?
Yeah, the ones I've seen, I think, have been round so far. But I think you did some different sizes. I'm not sure. What did you do there, Space Miner?
Yeah, the last silver piece I saw him do was the ones that his original ones, and I know he was um, wanted to do some kind of design where he could fit those into the coin perfectly, like a press fit type of situation, so the osmium stayed in the coin itself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's still got some planning going on there.
Yeah, last I saw, he was on a bulldozer putting out fires.
Yep. Hambone, good to see you. Don't forget to click that like button, he says. Thank you very much, Hambone.
Space Miner, he's in New Mexico, right? If I remember correctly? Is that where he's at?
Yes, indeed. In fact, why don't you drop your news if you want to, Space Miners? What's new? What's new in New Mexico that wasn't there a little bit ago? Oh, here he's giving us his info on his rounds. He said he made 3 and 4 millimeter and 3 and 3 millimeter. Those are Jim Forsyth project and last of their kind. And I know I'm in line for his new line of his next line. I've asked to be in line for that. So
Yeah, because I know I was trying to get one of those back when he was when he was showing them all off and all that stuff, and I never heard if he ever. Last I heard, he wasn't selling them, so I didn't know what was going on. So
Yeah, well, I
maybe
think we sold out of them.
what's that? They sold out of them.
Yeah, I think he sold out of
What's up, Hambone?
them. Are you guys near the California fire? Well, I'm not, but OC is definitely much closer than I am.
Yeah, the fire is about an hour away from me. It's an hour north, so I'm fine.
Yeah, as long as those. Well, yeah. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope.
Well, I got a road trip past LA to go up to Bakersfield to go pick up some gold and silver. So I hope the freeways aren't shut down.
Yeah, that might be an issue for a minute
That
or
might be a
two,
situation. I may not be going.
right? All right, we're counting this one down. Silverback precious metals. Take your silverback round 2022, 1 ounce, 3 9s fine, $35 and 2 and 1. And we will go on to moving on to the next one. And let's see. What shall we do here? Let's do this one here. So this is a little unique. This is calling it a dragon staff. So this is remaining in its capsule and plastic wrap. Comes in this little tube here. And with the plastic over it. So I took one out. This one is mine. I'm leaving it out to see if I can get a good tone going on it. But I'll show this one to you. So this is 1 ounce. 1 ounce pour. You can see those teeth even inside there. It's pretty good, nice piece.
Where's that piece made at?
I don't think I was able to find exactly where it was made. I will go check on my description, but
Are those talons holding that skull?
yeah, it's talons holding a ball of sorts anyway.
Oh, I thought it was a skull. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a skull or not.
No, it doesn't. No.
I don't think so. But it does say 3 9s right there, fine silver. And that's all I see for info. I will go grab my information and see what it says.
That's crazy. That's crazy detail on that skull.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let me grab my info on that.
Space Miner. Gold patent incorporated as accepted.
Come on, I know you're here somewhere.
So Space Miner dropped his news. So who's Osmium Space? Is that his company in New Mexico?
Well, yeah, that as well. Yeah, maybe that's where.
I'm assuming that Space Miner became a distributor of Osmium would be my guess.
Yes,
Oh,
he is, and
awesome. Awesome.
indeed, I think
So we
there's.
can send our goldbacks to Space Miner to pay for our osmium.
Okay, yeah, that was what I was wondering if he's going to drop. So I think he's the first in New Mexico to offer the goldbacks as well.
Dang. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Awesome, Space Miner. Congratulations. I love seeing people in our community excel and grow. It's a cool thing to watch.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not excelling finding this. I know it's in here. Yeah, I need to get them like I don't know, alphabetical order or something to help me out here.
So, Space Miner, have you gotten any orders yet?
Here it is. Fine.
For him to get orders, I would imagine that he would have to start doing what you're doing right here, is go up and do some lives and do some auctions, correct? Or is he going to have a website?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm sure he's got a way if you're interested.
Well, you and I are chatting about it, so I can read the chat and see if he responds.
Yeah,
Either that, or we can just send him a link.
indeed, indeed. Okay, so this is yeah. So I'm obviously the one you'll get is going to come in this unopened package. I pulled mine out to see if I could get some good toning going on it. It might be starting to get a little toning going on, kind of goldish looking right there on the right in this back area here is kind of getting kind of goldish looking. That's cool. Yeah, so there was a mintage of 100 of them. I know there was some that were done in gold gilding as well, and then I think there was also an antique line, but I think there was only 100 of each, and I think the gold gilded was less than that. Some of them didn't have a full 100, but I think I know that most of them were 100 or under. So, but this one had a mintage of 100. This silver, the one that you're getting, it would be, I don't know what number, but one of 100 anyway.
What part do they have numbered? Is it on the COA or is it stamped
It's
on the
not. It's
bracket
not
stuff?
that I can see. It's not number. It might be actually if I looked closer, but I don't think it's necessarily numbered on the piece. It's just that they had the mintage of a total of 100. So I'm not sure if there's actually a number on each one, but there was a total of 100 poured. Not yet. Just got the news. I still need to grab inventory, but I do accept. Very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, happy for you, Space Miner.
Yep, yep. Ground pounder, welcome in. I didn't see you there. Good to see you.
Oh yeah, I didn't either.
Well,
Yeah, what's up, Ground Pounder?
welcome in. Thanks for stopping in. Right now we have a 1 ounce. So the one you'll be getting is this new one here in the package, still in the plastic wrap as well. Never taken out. But though I got two, and this one I took out and I have left out to see if it'll tone a bit. And but this is what it will look like when you get it out of the package if you take it out. It says 3/9 fine silver right there on the rear, right below the grasping claws there on the ball. And then yeah, so and then this is the top and the come on, sewage.
Do you think that's a sand cast?
It's got to be something like that, right?
I don't know. That's a question for 3D.
So I'm going to start the timer on that. Go.
Yeah, Kiko Surface asking if the whole piece is 1 ounce, but I think it
Yes,
is.
it is. It is 1 ounce, which is fairly impressive in itself. It's a 1 ounce piece.
These are the kind of pieces that those racing communities need to have out there as a prize. These things are cool.
Right. I put it in my spinning bin, but I have trouble showing it off. I need time in my hands to like maneuver it and show it off, and it's hard to just set it in there and you can't even tell what it is. Like if you're just looking at the tube, hardly, you know.
Yeah, yeah. You kind of have to move it around so people can see what it is.
Yeah. 3D.
What happens if you put it facing straight at you? Can you still get any much detail out of it if it's straight at you? Yeah, kind of not really.
3D says he's pretty sure that it is done with lost wax casting or lost filament. Something like that would have to be poured like a piece of jewelry rather than sand casting. Interesting. Yeah, over the top looking down kind of was cool, wasn't it, Space Miner? That's what I thought. Kind of like this look right here is like, oh, that's cool.
Your picture of your buffaloes for sale are blocking the image. You need to go to probably your left.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I see
Sorry
that.
about that.
Or shut it off on me there. Just shut it off for a bit. Whilst I got this up there. Ah, not that one. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Mike,
Maybe you need to put that in the upper left above your hourglass.
what a hutta?
Put that image of your buy it now for your buffaloes in your upper left, up where your hourglass is at.
Right.
If you can do that.
I probably could. I remember there's a reason why I have it where I have it. I can't think of why that is right now, but
Then don't mess with it while we're doing a live.
right, exactly. Welcome in, Mike. Good to see you. Happy Wednesday indeed.
What's up, Mike?
We got this 1 ounce staff up for grabs right now. The time is winding down. In fact, I think it pretty much has wound down on. I'm going to start counting it down. It's 1 ounce dragon staff, I'm calling it. That's what it looks like. It's in this new package. The one that you'll get would be unopened, still in its original plastic there. And I am going to count it down. Boy, silver's really holding in there. I think a lot of people are expecting it to drop more.
Yeah, it's so hard to predict. First of all, the political climate that's going on. Plus, you never know what the manipulators are going to decide what to do next. So,
Indeed.
we're kind of along for the ride.
Yep. No, I definitely am anyway.
Like today, what caused it to go up today for some magic reason?
Right.
But you read the report. On Mondays it's a sell-off. On Friday it's a speculation. It's always the same story every time you read it. So it kind of gets old after a while reading.
Yeah.
Why it's doing what it's doing.
Yeah. It's yeah, I totally agree with that statement. Not necessarily legit anyway.
Yeah.
All right, here we have the Panama Pacific Exposition from San Francisco. This is a copy of a gold piece that they minted when the Panama Pacific Exposition was going on in San Francisco back in the day. And this is 2 ounces, 3/9 fine silver, beautiful owl on the back here. And Athena on the obverse here, United States of America and God We Trust. MGMXV. What year is that? OC, do you know? MG or MC?
I just remember the X is a 10 and the V is a 5. I don't remember what
I
the M
think
and the G are.
so. M's got to be thousands of something, right? Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Somebody might know. You can drop it in the chat if you want to. 2 troy ounces. It's a quite a pretty piece. I have a copy. There's also a octagonal piece that is quite nice that goes with it. They're both 2 ounces. I have one of each, and this is my last 2 ounce round that I have available. So if anybody wants this is my last one. Oops, got to move these out of the way.
When did you add those honey pot on the left of your screen there? That's something new I haven't seen before. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's been there for a month or so.
Yeah, through the holidays, I didn't catch much going on in YouTube world.
Yeah, no, it gets to be. I had to. I went up in the mountains for the New Year for a couple days, and luckily I didn't have access to anything. So yeah, it was nice to step out for a minute.
Yeah. Don't forget to change your ticker across the bottom.
Okay, thanks. Just take it down here for now while I grab this. M is for 1000, D 500, C 100. All right. Thank you, Space Miner.
Was that a D or a G in the middle? I can't remember.
G. Why do I have 100 in there twice? I don't know. Let's take that down. Come on now. What in the world? There we go. All right, here we go. 3 minutes. Get my light back on. Panama Pacific Exposition 2 ounce round. San Francisco. It has a COA along with it from the government and the director there.
You only forgot one thing.
What's that?
The price.
I just what in the world? I thought it was in there. That's weird. I don't know what just happened there because I had it in there twice. I thought that's why I just.
Well, I looked in chat and then I looked at your bottom ticker. I was like, okay,
I don't know what happened. I was seeing it twice on my side, but anyway, yeah. Now, thank you. There we go. That's what I meant to put up.
no worries. You had.
Uh-oh. You dropped out there. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I said you had me on. You had me on for a reason.
Indeed, yeah, right? Okay.
So when's the video of the boys going to drop? Sometime this weekend?
Oh, yeah, tomorrow, tonight, sometime. As soon as I get around to it, it's just a short little, I think it was only 7 minutes. I'll just pop it up. It's on my phone. I got to just transfer it over. Shouldn't be long.
Nice. I'll keep an eye out for it. Well, we were chatting earlier when I was asking you about the coin shows. Are the boys old enough to go with you to the coin shows and appreciate them, or not yet?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they would enjoy that. It's a good idea. Maybe next one that comes to town, maybe we'll go. It's a good idea. But I hear those are some big shows too, so maybe not a full show, maybe just
Yeah, maybe just
hundreds of
a
tables
local
or
one.
what, right? Go through a few tables. I think they'd enjoy it for a while.
There you go. Maybe you can threaten them with to take them to up for a fun lunch afterwards.
Exactly. They'd probably be happy with a hot dog there, really.
There you go. Yeah, I was pretty shocked at the last Long Beach show. They have a concession stand there, and I went up to go get a water just for a can of water. I think it was like $7 or $8, and a hot dog was $18.
Whew. Yeah, yeah, yep. The prices are getting real, aren't they? Eggs are like $8.
It's amazing.
It is. All right, I'm
I
gonna
thought
count this down. I'll give it. I'll show you one more time, and I'm gonna count it down. Athena bust on the background there, or on the obverse is my guess. That's the obverse. This reverse has the owl. Panama Pacific Exposition from San Francisco. What's going on, JT? Good to have you hanging out here.
he's laughing at the $18 hot dog, and
Yeah.
just like I did. So I went home the next day because it's a 4 day show, and I went the first day to go set up, and that's when I learned the pricing. And guess who packed a lunch for all 3 days?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm going to spend on $8 on a lunch, I'm certainly not going to go get a hot dog. I'll tell you that.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty hefty price for a hot dog. All right, let's go with a Sunshine Mint. Sunshine Mint Eagle.
Hey, Kiko Service, we should talk. Maybe you can come to the coin shows with me. You see what she said?
1 troy ounce. I would have sold bags of nuts for $10 away. Yeah, there you go.
I'll come up with my own trail mix.
Right.
Well, I haven't seen that piece before.
Yeah. A little silver round from who did I just say it was from? It's from the Sunshine Mint. Yeah, Sunshine Mint. Silver Eagle. $1 ounce round, Sunshine Mint, Silver Eagle. 3 minutes go. 30. Oh, I didn't mean to put 35. I was for 34 on that one. Try that again. $34 is what I wanted on that.
There you go. So I'm curious, what's bubbling out of the honey pot on the left there, or the beehive? Is that pollen?
Well, yeah, so I kind of built that up a little bit, and it's actually a double layer. Here, let me see if I can show you here. So Keep your eye on it. Let me see if I can find which one it is. Yep, there you go. So that's what it actually is on the site where I got it. And then I just put the beehive over it. So it's like a bag of, could be whatever, gold basically.
There you go.
And when you, like, if somebody puts in a super chat or a tip, it will, the person's name will scroll across the top, and then when it scrolls all the way to right above that gold bag, it will drop a coin, and it lands in the bag, and then it rolls around in the bag kind of, and for like the rest of the show. So, but then when I overlay that with this, it looks like it's dropping into the hive and rolling around in the hive. So
Oh, very cool.
yeah, and then plus it gets that little, like that makes you wonder. It looks like it's coming out of the hive, So yeah, and it's just supposed to be like, the reflections of gold coming out of the hive, kind of is the idea there. But
Got it.
I thought it was kind of funny and cool looking.
Now we're all in the know.
Yeah, and now, what's really cool though is when somebody drops a tip in there, which a couple spinning bins ago, some anonymous left 2 tips, and somehow I missed them. I was like, mixing, and I didn't
Yeah.
see it on the screen, and so I got to tell Joseph to let me know if because it shows up on the screen, but if I'm not watching, then I missed it, and I didn't get to shout him out, so I got to make sure he lets me know if that happens. But
Yeah, that's who's missing tonight is Joseph putting in all the dropping all the stuff.
yeah, no, Joseph's been a huge help for me here since I kind of pulled him on board when I took off there, and yeah, he's been helping me ever since. He's a great mod, really helping me out over there on my spinning bins. So, and he just went through an ordeal himself, so I think he's
What's it, knee surgery or?
yeah, I'm not sure exactly what all the details are. I'd have to let him tell you, but I know he went through some surgery and he's going to have some stitches removed coming up, and he's having some water in his lungs and whatnot. So, but yeah, I think he's doing okay and on the recovery, on the mend. So,
That's awesome.
yeah. All right. That already roll through there. Did I flip that 3 minute time already go through on there? Or did I not flip
It
that?
it did.
Okay. In 3, in 2, 1. Boy, it is a dry night tonight. Not very many people excited about grabbing a Sunshine Mint Silver Eagle. All right, what can I put out here to get some excitement? Well, let's try an Engelhard. Those are good sometimes.
What do you have, rounds or bars?
Bar. Engelhard bar. It's got the little Toro symbol up there by the E on this particular piece. 1 troy ounce, 3 nines fine silver, Engelhard. The number is PZ20533. What is it? 84. I think that's 84. And it's got the 3 full Engelhard diagonal bars. Engelhard. So you think everything's gonna go smooth through to the 20th, or what? Or what? When is it? The 20th?
Yeah, the 20th. Yeah, we got 12 days left to go.
12 days left.
Well, I'm sticking to my original thing I've been saying all along. I think that the powers to be will set the place on fire on the way out, or light the fuse, and have something's going to happen between now and the 12th. Bank failure, fires in California, take your pick.
Right.
Chicken coops burning down in Ohio. I mean, hard to say. I think everybody's apprehensive, and I think everybody's hanging onto their wallets, including myself, not really spending money if I don't have to until after the 20th, and we have him in officially.
Yeah, yeah. JT, did the tip go through PayPal? I did not see a tip go through yet, but hey, let me pull up. I can look on my StreamYard Elements app.
Well, that's it. Oh,
11.
there's Space Miner tip $2 in your honey pot.
Oh, I did get one. I got one today, just now, so it probably hasn't. So yes, I did. Which
I saw Space Miner go across the top, and all those people there were.
Okay, cool. Let me get back. I don't want to miss it then. Yeah, so Space Miner got me one here.
But
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see his coin drop in the honey pot.
Okay, but I can see it. I can see it moving around right below. Like, so if you look where the opening is, that dark yellow, look right at the bottom right corner. I can see there's a little ball right there, and it'll move around a little bit. So I can see it in there right now. Thank you. Space Miner.
That's awesome. Thank you, Space Miner.
And JT Coin Rings, thank you. I know you've tipped before as well. Thank you so much, JT. Appreciate you.
That's why I love JT, man. I always have fun on his channel, and I always if I'm home and I'm on my computer and I get a notification he's on, I always jump on.
Yep. Okay, I didn't even flip my time. If I did, I don't know. I'm gonna run it again. I'm running this in one more time because see there, yeah. So we got an explosion going on now. Okay, 3 Woodworks just tipped. And so, yeah, I can see him coming across the top. Watch at the back of the letters, it'll drop. There's a little make some.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it.
Look at that. Nice. Thanks, 3D.
Yep, I saw it.
Man,
that's awesome. Thank you, 3D. Oh, and he's taking off too. So we'll see you in the streams, brother. I'm sure.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate you. That's funny. That's awesome. So yeah, and so see now I got 2 pieces in the hive there.
Oh yeah, and then
three pieces perhaps in there. Maybe I can see it.
Here comes one. It looks like one's coming from Kiko.
Oh, awesome! Well, thank you guys. That's so nice of you. That's awesome. Yeah, I got 3 pieces in there. So
that's why I love this community, man. Everybody's so so
awesome.
generous, so and kind. Like I said, that I have yet to meet somebody that's been crazy.
Yeah, it's there is some negative stuff out there. When you're in there for long enough, you see some stuff, but overall there's some of the best hearted people doing good for trying, just actually.
Yeah.
There's JT Coin Rings, $2. Awesome. Thank you so much, JT. There it comes with a honey pot on the back, and it's pulling something in the back too, so it should drop down as it gets over the pot. Man, those emojis though, I don't know if I like quite having that many. Kind of blocks out the.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that's probably how we. Well, you can't miss the emojis, but you missed the thing going across the top.
Right.
And the coin drop.
Yeah.
Maybe cut that in half and see how it looks, or I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, I wonder if I can do that. Bring the number of those things out because I'm not sure how those are. I didn't set that part of it up. I set the rest of it up, but that emoji explosion is not my thing, so I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, you got it right, Kiko. I never let the one. It's usually trolls or people that have been, I always say that something's going on in their personal lives and they take it out. on other people. So
Yeah, no, yeah, it's ridiculous. Like that. Luckily, it's usually something so ridiculous that it's like, okay, well, I'm not even going to spend time worrying about that because it's so ridiculous.
exactly, exactly. It's kind of like crying over spilt milk.
Yeah.
But like I said, everybody in here is awesome.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, and so yep, and if anybody wants that special on the buffaloes, just throw in buy it now special. And how many you would like? They're going at $32, 1 ounce buffalo rounds, 3/9 fine silver. Just type in buy it now special with how many you would like if you are interested. And then also coming up here still, we're going to bring up a piece of osmium, and then we're also have the Alexander the Great ancient coin still available. We will be bringing that up at the end of the show.
What's that round piece to the right of the ancient?
The Aztec round over here.
Oh, is that what? Oh, Aztec. Okay.
Yep. Yep, that was on my 2 ounce show today. It's the Aztec 2 ounce round stacker. It's the sunstone. It's called. It's also the sundial, basically, or the calendar, I guess. Aztec calendar. I got it upside down. There we
You
go.
know who makes that?
Oh, who makes that? Oh, I can't remember.
I usually find when they have the fine details like that, that's from North Korea. They have such.
Actually, that's what I almost said that, but I'm not sure. So I think that might be North Korea, actually.
I've got a coin similar to that. It's called the vault, but it's the front and back of a door of a round door vault. It's a 2 ounce piece. It's pretty doggone cool.
Huh. Okay, we're gonna start counting this Engelhard 1 ounce bar down. And that has great detail. Are we talking about the ancient coin or the sunstone? Both of them have good detail, I agree. Okay, so we're gonna count this Engelhard down in 3. Engelhard bar at $36.02. In one sunstone, yep. Yep, good detail on it indeed. Okay, what should we put up? Oh, let's put up let's see. I'm gonna have to look this up online, but I can do that anyway. So we'll put up these were some of my 2 ounces, this biblical series from Scottsdale. So I'll put it up one of these. This is a 2020, the fiery furnace. If anybody made it out of 2020 without all the stuff involved, it was kind of like coming out of a fiery furnace. So this is a 2020 2 ounce silver coin from the biblical series, the fiery furnace. It is number 290 of 1499 minted. And I will show you the coin on eBay, I guess. Biblical. What did I say? Oh, a fiery furnace. Okay, share screen. Whoa. see. How do I do this without without showing all that info? Come on. What am I looking at over here? Okay. Easy does it. There we go. Yeah, so this is the fiery furnace. This is the coin that's inside of this box. $2 ounces from Scottsdale Mint. Let me grab it.
That's interesting.
So the back of these looks like this. Got the queen on there, an early young queen. This is a 2015. The coin you're looking at is a 2020, but it is the one pictured up here on the screen that I'm showing on eBay. Again, it has the queen on the back of it. And
So this coin came out in 2020?
Yes, this coin came out in 2020. I'll show you some examples of what it is selling for. Generally, these are going for over 200 or 200 or over. I see that AppMex has it on sale, I think, right now for 164, but 199, 196. I'm going to put it up. Got to beat this AppMex price here. So I will put it up at 160. Hey, Silver and Scars, welcome in. Good to see you. We have a 2-ounce coin here we're putting up from the Biblical series. It is from 2020. This is Scottsdale Mint. 2-ounce silver coin, Biblical series, the Fiery Furnace. This is number 290 of 1499. So 1,500 total mintage, basically 1499. This is number 290. Still shrink wrapped. It's got the queen on the back. Again, the picture there is the one from up there on eBay that you're looking at. And we are going to put this in at 160. 20. Biblical series. Fiery furnace. 2-ounce. What is it? Antiqued. Okay, that's good. 160, 3 minutes go. Okay. And of course, it's silver. 2 ounces of silver. It's got the young queen on the back and this fiery furnace image on the coin. And we are beating the online pricing.
Does it have side lettering at all on that coin?
Actually, it does. That's where the coin is actually labeled on the side, the number.
Also,
So,
the production number
yep, I think it would say
number
uh,
290.
number 290, and I'm not sure what else is on the side, but I know it does have that on the side. Again, that's the problem with slabs, is you can't
Yeah.
actually see the side. But
On the queen side, does it say two 3 or 4 nines fine silver or anything like that?
yeah, it's 3 nines, 2 ounces, 3 nines, fine silver, two
And so
dollars. It's a coin. And this one, I put this one up. So this is from the first year, from 2015, and I put this one up in my spinning bin at a good price. But these are quite expensive.
so is this a series that what Scottsdale's putting out?
Yep. So they started it in 2015, and I
Okay.
think that this might be their last year this year. I need to go check on that. But it was a long series, and I think they put out 6 coins each year. I
Oh my
have the
gosh.
first 2 years, um, doubles of each coin for the first 2 years actually, and so the first year, I just went over this in my 2 ounce series, but I have the first year 2015 all slabbed of MS65 and above. This is how I'm selling this one separate, is because even though I sent it in the box to get graded, it came out of the box graded at an MS64. So this one didn't make the cut. I had to buy another one and send it in to get graded to get MS65. And so now I have an extra of the 64 that I'm selling. And man, does it have a cool 3D effect in hand when you're looking into it. You can't really get it through the camera, but
Mm.
anyway. Okay, I'm going to count that down.
I've never even heard of this series.
Yeah, it's been out there. It's kind of a pricey one, but
My biggest problem living in California, I don't order any silver or gold from the big players because every time I do it, I have to spend 2 grand or more, or else I'm paying tax on it.
oh,
So I'm already paying a premium if I want something, and then I got to pay tax on top of it. It just this is why I kind of have to rely on going to these shows and basically getting everything on the secondary market.
I see. Interesting. Okay, what time is it? It is almost time to bring out some osmium. Let's jump over to some osmium here, since we're not doing much in the silver realm.
Do you still have your flowing hair?
I just sold it in my last spinning bin.
Oh, you
Well,
just
I
sold
have
it?
one of my own still, but I sold my spare.
Oh, nice.
Ouch. That was my knee. Okay.
Ouch.
Alright, let's stop sharing that. And
So Kiko, I did try to. I thought of that too myself. I have some friends that live in other states, and I was trying to buy those reverse proof Trumps before Trump sent the letter to stop selling them. I actually had them in the queue to buy, um, and I couldn't. They sent me a notification saying they couldn't sell them to me. So I had tried to get a few friends in other states to buy it, but the problem is they ship it to them insured. But that if they ship it from them to me, obviously it wouldn't be insured, or I'd have to pay for insurance on it. By the time and the insurance on it, it's 6 dozen, half dozen, and others. So I just assumed I would buy them on the secondary market. But then they had this when they came out with the stop selling the Trumps. I kind of said, "Dog." So I tried to buy a tube of them. I was going to give them as Christmas gifts and go to white elephant parties with them, but it didn't pan out. So I just ended up taking 2024 Eagles and putting those in the white elephant things that we were doing.
huh.
So still fun, but I know the parties I was going to, the which way everybody leans. So it was a fun gift to have, and I kind of wanted one myself. So
Hey,
always
Craig
look.
Stacker, welcome in.
Oh, hey, Cranky.
So here we have a bar of osmium here. I have what do we have left here? I have a bar there. We have appears to be a star here. And a square right here.
Is that 2x2?
Yep, I'm guessing the square is a 2x2, and close to that on the star, maybe a little bigger. I'll have to look it up to be sure. This one, I think I'll go with the bar tonight, unless someone else hollers out that they're looking for the star or the square. And I will plop this bar under the scope. Let me get
Do you remember the sparkle grade you ordered it in?
well, I'm gonna pull it up, so we're gonna get a look at it anyway here.
Oh, there you go. Oh, the one from the cameras from the site.
Yeah,
Awesome.
let me get it under my camera here and get something so I can see where we at. There we go. Oh, there she is. Woo!
Has anybody tried to mold those or bend those or shape those into something other than being flat, or is that possible to do with that?
They have made, I guess they made a cat, so they've made a few 3D things, but mostly it's most economical for them and whatnot, along with some other reasons that they pretty much just cut them in the big discs, and
Mm-hmm.
then they cut smaller pieces out of those big discs, but they kind of manufacture them into those large discs. They grow them to a certain depth, and then they cut pieces out of them from that point, kind of type of deal.
When you say grow them, does that mean that is it dipped in a solution, or is it done with any kind of lighting or anything like that, or is it the environment with heat?
Can you say that one more time? When I say what are you asking again?
When you say when they grow them,
Yeah,
obviously,
so what they do is they heat it up to, okay, so let me show right before, remind me what I'm telling you. So remind me, I was saying they heat it up, okay, but I gotta walk through this here for a second.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this is I gotta share my screen. We're over here on the osmium identification page, and I'm gonna type in this piece that we're looking at under the scope, and so we can all see what's going on. Okay, and so I'm going to type into that page LETXA dash LETX dash F9W7, and then we'll hit OK. And there we go. So it's luckily pulling up the right piece. It's a bar, just like we have under our scope. And this gives us our dimensions. So we start over here with the weight, and we have 0.031 grams. That's sold by Osmium, is sold by the gram. Its main dimensions is 6 millimeters long. Secondary dimension is 1 millimeter wide, and the thickness is 0.23 millimeters. we have on this one a sparkle graded 2, and that goes into the growing that I'm going to talk about in a minute when they grow the piece, make the piece. So this piece was made or grown into a sparkle 2, which is considered fine, very versatile for the sparkle grade. And so then back to what I was talking about earlier was that so when you go to grow the piece, they place it, let's use the top of this for an example. Like if the top of this hourglass here was what they grow it on, I think it's a sheet of glass, but they first they heat up the osmium until it becomes a vapor over 9,000 degrees, and it becomes a vapor, and then they coax it back down onto this glass plate kind of somehow, and that's why you see on the back it has a flat back, and then on the face of it, it has the crystalline structure. So, but they coax it down onto that glass, and then they keep coaxing it down, and it starts to grow. It starts to build layers, and those layers turn into little flat crystalline plates, and those grow and get bigger and bigger. And so the larger the crystal starts to grow, the more the sparkle grade is. So the thicker the piece, the longer they let it grow, the larger the sparkle grade. So they start at the lowest that they'll run it is to a sparkle grade 1, and that's pretty fine, flat face. And then the next, they let it grow a little bit longer, and it becomes a 2. And then if they leave it even grow longer, it becomes a 3, and they'll grow them all the way up to a sparkle grade 5, which is a pretty thick structure of a crystal. And so it's a little bit coarser of a face. And so obviously the sparkle grade 5 has a coarser face. The sparkle, when you're looking at it, has a little bit larger sparkle to it, because that structure is allowed to grow bigger. And so, yeah, it gives it a more coarse look, larger sparkles, whereas the finer sparkle grade will be just like, a fine powder of snow with lots of little sparkles. So yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's kind of how they grow. Did that make any sense to you, OC?
Perfectly. Yep,
No.
got it.
Cool. So yeah, so that is this piece over here. And we're going to I'm going to pull up a blown up photo of it, and then I'll zoom in a bit on my camera as well. Okay, so this piece, if you blow it up there, so you can see all these little almost pyramid-like structures in the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find your piece. You can start looking for, like, here's a big unique design right here. If we took our time, or a unique structure over here kind of on the right, and you can zoom in over here on your microscope and actually identify that, yeah, this is the same piece. I like to kind of do it at the end of or some noticeable place, one side or the other, that has something kind of unique. There's kind of a big structure there. I think I like this other side better. Well, they both kind of have a big structure right there. But let me see what I can put over here on my piece. Let me get my... Okay. I'm going to try to zoom in here a little on this piece. Close I can get it without going too far.
Space Miner is asking if you can show the star next to the
Oh,
bar
there.
after you get done doing this.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll try that, Space Miner. Oh, I gotta readjust my scope. Go a little closer here. Oh man, I really can't hardly adjust right now.
It's amazing how small those pieces are.
Yeah, and I need a different lens to get much closer, so I'm gonna have to go with what I got there, unless I change lenses. Let's see. There's a little piece on the left here. Let's take it to the big screen. Oh,
Is that bar sitting on like a cork?
yeah, a piece of leather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's as best I'm gonna do with this piece without a better lens. So
Hmm.
let me get my light out here too. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this out myself. Okay. So
Well, with you moving the light like that, it shows how reflective it is. Because while you're moving that light, you can see why it sparkles so much, because it catches the side of the image with the light. Yeah.
yeah, see, okay, so on I think this piece right here, let's see, what can you guys see? Okay, so my highlighter on their picture, let me see here, let me see if I can get this. Yeah, I think that right there is this piece right here. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing at, but you can kind of line these up and match those pieces up right there, and I think that's a match.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me get this other piece out here. Uh, which one you try? Okay, W7. Let me write that down so I don't mess it up. Squeeze it.
Did you ever get your piece back that you were having made for your wife, right? From Ian?
Yeah, I got it back. I did get it. Okay, so this was W7 was bar. Make sure don't mess that up. And then we'll put up a star. That's a square. Let's put up a star. Yeah. Drop the star.
So what did you make a necklace out of that?
Yes.
That's okay.
And they both, I think this one might even be a finer sparkle grade. Looks like a sparkle grade 1. I bet that star is a sparkle grade 1. All right, let's look up the star now. We'll look at those under the scope side by side. Let's go to another page here. Okay, code. Okay, we're going to enter in this code. Oh, goodness. Over here. And the code S3 P3
Then MP.
MP
I can't see the rest.
dash MA
EK.
EK. Okay, let's see what we get here. Woohoo! We got a star. Oh, it's still a sparkle grade 2 as well. Okay, so these are even. These are just different shapes. Let me see if I can pull it in here.
Yeah, I think Space Miner wanted to see the star next to the bar. I think, if I read that right. Show them both. Oh yeah, he wants to see them both together, if that's possible.
So might have to get a different lens, but it should be possible. I don't know why that is catching there. I don't like that. I gotta move this whole thing down. Hold on. There we go. Let's try that. That'll be better. Much better.
There you go. Oop, had it. I wonder if they got those stars made out of when they were making the cutting round discs, and that's the piece that was left in the middle, kind of like when you're making cookies and you have
Yep.
cookie doughs and you press.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that is what it is.
Nothing goes to waste.
Exactly. Let's try this. Let's go. Yeah, they're the same anyway, but I can get a lot closer. I think I need to put my other lens on there. I get a little bit better up close view than this. But
That's pretty doggone close.
yeah, but it gets a lot better. I really should. In fact, I think I need to do that because it's just so much better.
Hey, Space Miner, is there a certain image that you want to see
He just likes to see me struggle.
I don't think so.
Let's see, from 4 to 5. Do you guys know anything about lenses and their sizes?
Not when it comes to microscope. I just know
Oh, here
the
we go.
powers. I know the higher the powers, the better the magnification.
I think this one will be closer.
I'm laughing at Space Miners emojis.
That's about as good as I'm getting here for some reason. Thought I had it better the other day. Put it up here on the big screen. There we go. There we go. It's a little better. They're close. I think that. See, so the star, I think, still looks a little finer to me. I'm going to see the thickness on it is 0.19. Let's see what was the thickness on the bar. And the bar was, yeah, the bar is a little bit thicker. I thought so, 0.23. The bar is at 0.23, so it's a little bit heavier sparkle grade than the star. I thought I could see that. But today we are selling the star, or the bar, I mean. I'm going to put the star away.
Did Space Miner get the image that he was looking for with between the bar and the star before he put it away?
I don't know. Let us know, Space Miner. Do you need something else? Or are you just trying to make me work over here?
He's got the laughing with the crying with the hammer with a monkey. So
That's what I was wondering.
that's why I love this community, man. The emojis and getting when you know these people, like when you see them in different chats when they do their lives and stuff. It's always fun. That's why I enjoy coming up with you.
Yeah, cool. All right, and of course, OC, you've worked a little with Osmium. So when you're working with those small pieces, have you seen these? Oh man, I can't even see my screen. Have you seen these jewelry pins in action before? Oh, you're not looking at the screen either, are you?
So what I found,
These
so
pins here.
with the, no, no. What is
Okay,
that?
so these are like little silicone tips. Let me show. That's a small one, and that works really good. That's what I was just using on the piece. But then they also have a bigger one, big green tip. But these are like silicone, and you can just touch your piece with it, and
Uh
it
huh.
sticks to the end of your pen, and then you can drop it in your vial without struggling. It's
So what
just
so do you just scrape it off on the top of the vial that drops in?
I just touch my tip that's kind of sticky because it's silicone. Doesn't smudge it or nothing because it's just
Mm-hmm.
silicone, but it sticks to it, and you can lift it up and then put it in your vial or whatever. So it's
No, I
actually
did. That's definitely something that's new come out since I was involved with it. But um,
pretty handy.
so
And you can
what my jeweler did is he made a 2x2 for those 2x2 squares. He made like a little, basically a box that held them in there, that in all four sides folded over to hold the osmium in place. And then you can, on the libret system that they use for earrings or nose piercings or uh, belly button rings, or I mean buttons, whatever you want to call them. Uh, you could fasten those on there, and then you could switch, and then those are on just a rod with a tip, basically like the kind of trying to figure out the best way to describe it. Like you point your finger forward, and then it has the osmium on the end of it, and then you can switch it and move it into different things. You can go from a nose piercing to a ear piercing to your belly
yeah,
button.
that's still interesting to me. I haven't really seen that in action, but I would like
But
to.
it's called the libret system.
I'm gonna write that. Labret.
Yeah, libret. Kiko might know what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. Labret
So
system.
I learned that from the guy who did my daughter's nose piercing, because I went down there to go talk to them about what I was doing and see if they would be interested in carrying it if we did that. And then he explained to me how it all worked and how you can just pull one out and put it in something else, and it's basically a press fit.
Interesting. All right. Okay, so this bar we are looking at here is Sparkle Grade 2, Versatile Sparkle, weight 0.031 grams. It's a bar or an eye, whichever way you would like to look at it. And it is 48.39 euro. And if I get my calculator out here, $2. And if I put in, what did I say? 48.39.
Have you sold much osmium? I know you sold some to nickel.
Yeah, I've sold like 15 pieces or over.
Oh wow, good for you, brother.
Yeah, 15, 20, something like that, somewhere in there.
That's great.
But just to our community that knows us, back and
Well,
forth and whatnot. But yeah,
you got to start somewhere, because when the community members get them and then their friends see them or whatever, and they ask questions, and that's how you little by little grow and grow and grow.
right, little by little. Andy Schechtman. Okay, so this comes out to, I can just share this. This is handy when I can do this. Okay, so I'm sharing that. So that comes out to 49.92 on the dollar. And then, of course, I have my expenses. So we're popping this in there at 55. And we're going to let her rip here. Let me grab the code. Why are you doing that to me? Hmm. There we go. Okay, finally. 3 minutes go on this piece of osmium here. Got my light back on. If anybody wants a bar of osmium that is weighing 0.031 grams, it's 6 millimeters long, 1 millimeter wide, with an average thickness of 0.23 millimeters, which is a heavy sparkle 2, and that is known as, which is known as a fine versatile sparkle.
I like it. Have you sent anything else to be made out in the jewelry yet with any of your osmium, or you just did the one for your wife and that's all you've done so far?
That's all I've done so far for jewelry. I've got a few ideas, but I have not implemented them yet. I got a few too many things going on at once, but I do have some ideas. Okay, I need to, oh yeah. Highlights, why are you not showing up?
Sorry about that noise. That was my daughter coming out grabbing dog food for the dogs for dinner.
It's all good. Cancel, share. There we go.
Wir sind hier auf der InHorgenta 2024 am Stand des Osmium Instituts und der Oslery GmbH. In jedem dieser Schmuckstücke, was man hier sehen kann, ist kristallines Osmium verbaut. Und das ist das seltenste Edelmetall der Welt. Osmium kann man mittlerweile seit 10 Jahren kristallisieren. Und die ersten 7 Jahre war es rein als Sachwertanlage auf dem Markt. Also es ist jetzt erst ganz neu, dass es sich als Schmuck- und Luxusmaterial wirklich etabliert. Es reflektiert tatsächlich wesentlich stärker als ein Brillant und sieht wahnsinnig schön aus, ist aber vor allem super selten, denn von diesem Produkt gibt es gerade mal 1 Kubikmeter auf der Welt, den man abbauen kann. Und beim Osmium ist es so, dass man das Material einerseits nicht fälschen kann aufgrund der Dichte, aber das Zweite, was das Material vor Fälschung schützt, ist die Zertifizierung, weil jede Oberfläche einzigartiger ist als ein menschlicher Fingerabdruck. Und wir haben international mittlerweile über 1000 Partner, mit denen wir zusammenarbeiten. Und diese Partner befinden sich in mittlerweile sogar 40 Ländern. Also es wird tatsächlich immer globaler, die ganze Sache. Und wir freuen uns auf jeden Fall auf die nächsten Jahre in Horgenta.
Don't they make that one in English?
I couldn't find. I thought they did, but I could not find it, so we had to go with what we had. Oh, there we go. It's a work in progress over here, OC.
That's okay, brother. Sure, everybody understands.
All right, where are we at? Let me get this down. And we are going to count it down. Comments. In 3. Osmium bar at $55. Sparkle grade 2 in 2, going for $55. Oops, that was supposed to be a 2 on there. And in 1. And this is going to be my first time that I've put up a piece of osmium in my auction and is not sold. I mean, tonight is a very, very dry night for me, which is understandable. You know, it happens. But
yeah, given the climate that's going on these days.
oh, and Silver Boy Blues comes in right afterwards at 55. I got to check my screen. Did he get in? I think he just missed. That's funny. Yeah, of course, you know I'm going to let you have it if you want it, bud. You sure you want it? You just missed it. But I'll let you have it since you're just getting in here. Good to see you, Silver Boy Blues.
He just didn't want to be. He didn't want to be ran up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you got in just in time. So I'll show you the piece here too. It is a. Let me share my screen. I'll pull it up. I got it here on the Osmium Institute.
It's been so long since I've seen your auctions. If someone bids on it, do you restart the countdown, or you let it go 3, 2, 1, no matter what, and then it sells?
No, I do 3, 2, 1, no matter what, and shut it off. In this case, since Silver Boy's such a good guy, I'll let him. Such a good customer.
Yeah, he's a great. Well, he's a great guy.
So this is the piece that is up for grabs, and it is 0.031 grams. Main dimension 6 millimeters long, secondary dimension 1 millimeter wide, average layer thickness 0.23 millimeter. We were also looking at it, and it's a sparkle grade 2, fine versatile sparkle. We had it up under the microscope and compared it to this piece over here, which is a star. We'll probably save that for next week. It's a little bit bigger piece. It's heavier. However, the sparkle grade, although they're both 2, as you can see, the thickness of this star is not as thick as the bar, and I could kind of notice it just by looking at it. I thought that the bar would be thicker, and when we looked at it, sure enough, the bar is 0.23 millimeters, so it's a little bit heavier of a sparkle grade 2 on the heavier side. So yeah, and it comes in at $50. The 48.39 comes into basically $50 US, and then I put my price on top of that, and so it's up at $55. If you are interested, Silver Boy, we will give it to you. And he says, okay, yes, I like it, please. You got it, bud.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, Silver Boy Blues. So that keeps me consecutive and continuous. Every time I put one up, it has sold. That is quite cool, or at least to my memory anyway. So, and then next week, this is my bar. Next week, we will put up this little star that we looked at. It was the spark.
Space Miner's got to wait another week.
Well, I'm not sure if you really. I actually bought that piece from Space Miner, so
The star?
Unless he wants it back.
That's funny.
Which he might, because you know he was a little frustrated when I bled him dry at the investment conference. So, or I didn't bleed him dry, but I made him whine a little bit anyway.
How many days was that? A 3-day conference or a 2-day conference?
It was a 4-day. I think it was a 4-day conference. I ended up there for free, but yeah, it was good. Okay, so that was the osmium. We're going to move along to the ancient coin, and then we're going to get out of here because we're actually over time right now. So let me get over to my ancient coin. And
this is what the EOS, the end of show special?
Yes. This is where if you wait the whole show, I will put up the ancient coin and put it at a little bit of a discount if no one has bought it, because you can buy it during the auction. But if you wait till the end, I'll put it up for a little bit of a discount. This is a beautiful example of an Alexander the Great. This is 2,400 some years old, or yeah, basically 2,400 years old. And not quite, but pretty close to it. So Actually, let's see. This one was minted in 311, so 2,300, and then 30, 40, 2,350, 40 to 50 years old, roughly in there.
That's crazy that it looks that good.
Right? Look at the detail on that.
Yeah.
So we've got.
How did that
Okay.
not get worn?
Well, because most likely, so they were even collected back then, or sometimes like this one, I don't know exactly what happened to this one, but sometimes they would get dropped in like a a clay jar, if like it was times of war, or basically your bank, you go bury it in the backyard, or down the trail or something, and then if something happens where you end up getting killed in battle or whatnot, and you never go back to retrieve it, and then somebody wanders along or digs something up and they find a clay pot, and inside has been these coins sitting there for 2,000 years. So some of them come in pretty good condition. Now they've all been cleaned a little, I mean, you get sediment on them, but some of them clean up quite good. And this is one of those examples. It has a really good heavy stamp strike. Like you can see how high relief that is. I mean, that's half of his face sticking out of the coin. That's so cool. And
almost 3D.
It is. And of course you have, so down here, well, I gotta run my little short, and then we'll talk some
Oh yeah,
more.
put your timer up in your little thing across the bottom up. Then we can chat about it.
All right, let me do this share screen here too. I'll show my short here. Are you seeing that? Yeah. Okay. Hey everybody.
I watched a few of your shows. And it's not a good idea to get your ancients graded, correct?
Can be. Like this one, if I got this one graded, it would actually sell for quite a bit more just because people don't understand. But since I like everything raw so well, I just kind of mark it up at that price anyway because I know it's real. I got it through, had Aaron approve it. And, but yeah, I mean, you can, some people, that's kind of a thing that's going on is that people will buy a raw and then have it slabbed and then resell it for quite a bit higher price on a certain auction site. But for me, I'm into it for the coin itself and holding it and looking into it. So I like them. I like them raw.
Yeah, the reason I said that because I watched your video the other day when you were cracking them out.
Oh yeah, cool. All right, I am going to turn the volume on here. Hey everybody, welcome into the Beehive. Today I want to talk about this tetradrachm of Alexander the Great. This is a posthumous issue minted in Babylon from around 311 to 306 BC under Seleucid Kingdom. And on the back we have Zeus seated on a throne. And we have Basileus down here and Alexandru back here. So King Alexander, again minted at Babylon, holding an eagle and scepter in his hand. This is a gorgeous coin. Again, a posthumous issue of Alexander the Great as Hercules here, with the lion's paw down here tied around his neck and coming around the back of his. Hey everybody, welcome into the Beehive. So this again is the my camera's on delay now. Come on here, come back to me. Technical difficulties.
You're okay. You can get rid of mine because mine's just a blank square.
Okay, so as we were saying, so this is an Alexander the Great. Just okay. And so this is the lion skin is kind of tied around his neck, and you can see the lion's paw right there, like 3 paw fingers there with claws on them. That's pretty cool to have on the flan. A lot of times that's off the flan. So this is a very well centered, good art. Good full strong strike. And the reverse is quite well centered as well. There is a flower that is on top of his scepter that is just off the flan, and actually the A, you can see the base of the A there would be right here. So that A is just off the flan for the Alexandru. But it's actually quite well centered, great strike, very, very cool example. And I am going to put it up at a reduced price here. Okay, we do. Alexander the Great Tetradrachm, minted in the Seleucid kingdom. So this is a little after his reign, but again, an amazing example. And I'm going to drop you down just a bit. There we go. And we'll count that down. We'll put the timer up for that as well. It is running.
So how do you know that that was minted after his reign and not before or during? Or were they always produced after they were gone?
No, actually, there's an Alexander the Great Tetradrachm, just like the same coin, yet minted during his reign, would be even more pricey of a coin. It would cost more. So his lifetime coin, well, it would have to be also a good artwork coin. But if it was good art and, and good quality like this one, the lifetimes usually pull more of a price, I guess is what I'm saying. But this coin in Alexander the Great is one of the most minted coins. So they continued. He took over kind of the known world, and his money became kind of like the dollar bill today. It was kind of like universally known currency. Everybody had seen this coin minted, and so they continued doing it in the smaller dram size. All different areas and different mints out of the country. Even it was kind of just like the dollar. Like if it was they did it, the Alexander the Great's, even after he died, even after there was other kings set up. See, like this was actually in the Seleucid kingdom. So when Alexander the Great died, after he kind of conquered the known world at the time, he actually died in Babylon right after he had kind of conquered the area. Even before he got home, he died in Babylon after battle. And he had 4 big generals, and the generals kind of warred amongst each other years later, and they ended up dividing it amongst themselves into 4 different sections. What was all once Alexander the Great, they divided amongst the 4 generals. And one of the bigger areas was the Seleucid area, the Seleucid kingdom. And that's where this was actually minted during his reign. And so while he had some of his own coins being minted, they were still minting the Alexander the Great Tetradrachm at certain mints, just as a currency and whatnot. And mostly the Tetradrachms were made like for service. So like to pay your soldiers with, or for some big thing. Generally these bigger coins were for bigger things. In fact, that's why they were generally minted. And a lot of times that's how they tie it back to know, like, how do you know that I know this is from the Seleucid kingdom? Well, it's because if you look on the back and you correlate these mint marks here to the coin, and also, so like a lifetime, his legs here will be straight. See how they're crossed right now? That is a posthumous coin, meaning post death.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so, but a lifetime, I guess his legs would not be crossed. There is one kind of easy way to tell. But they are able to, you know, take the different things that come along with the coins over the eras and tie them back to mints and leaders of the time, and they're able to dial these things down actually quite well. And it's actually kind of hard to make fakes because, you know, if you put a wrong reverse on you know, the wrong obverse, if you put them together, they know that, oh, there was never a coin like that, you know. So
Very interesting. I did not know that.
yeah, it's amazing how well they've got them figured out. I was pretty impressed, and I'm still learning about it myself. But yeah, it's they actually know quite a bit about them.
I told you, every time I turn on to your channel, something going on. I learn something every time I come on. Either whether you have Aaron Burke on or if you have Ian on.
Awesome. I'm gonna drop that osmium off the screen. That is your piece, Silverboy Blues. Again, thank you so much. Cha. And let's see, what else do you say here, Silverboy? Did you sell the $1,800 coin with the horse on the reverse? No, I just brought out this Alexander the Great for a while, but I still have that coin as well with the horse on it. That is a beautiful coin. I love that coin. I actually quite love all my ancient coins. In fact, the one that you got from me is you probably took my favorite coin from me, Silverboy. That was such a cool coin. So you got a great deal. And I've had so many people compliment on that coin that you picked up, including Aaron Burke. He told me when I picked that up, that was one of his more likable coins that he really enjoyed as well. So
I think he's looking to make a package deal with you.
Daniel in the Bible. Yeah, no, that's no doubt, right? That is just, it's amazing when, since I've started looking into these ancient coins, okay, so my time is winding down. I need to count this down, but I have learned so much since looking into these ancient coins about history, and even it helped to it helps place my mind with what, you know, I grew up with the Bible, so correlate and all these things, and they were, you know, these areas were all kind of tied in together right there, and so it's very interesting to learn about all this stuff.
Fascinating. I think it's very cool. I think that's one of the cool things about coin collecting. There's so many different areas that you can go into. I got into shipwrecks for a little while, but now that I'm looking at the ancients, there's so much more to learn about ancients than ever will be about pirate ships. There's only so many ships, so many that sank.
Yeah,
Different styles of coins. I mean, these ancients. I mean, there's, from what I've seen in the books that you guys are looking at, there's thousands of coins to look at.
there is thousands, and it comes from different areas. And now this Alexander the coin, there was a lot of those coins, but some of those others from other areas aren't quite as, there's not as many of those made. But yeah, they're like in, you know, each town or city or culture has something that culminates with her coin, some symbology, and then you start learning about that and the other things of their history that were going on at the time. And some of them are minted, you know, for the Olympics there in Athens, you know, and it's like, these are the first Olympic Games to ever be kicked off, and here, you know, these are the coins that they were giving out, and it's just, I don't know, and like you say, no other type of coin can you grasp so much. Like, I get so much out of these ancient coins that I just don't get out of modern bullion. That fascinates me for sure. Okay, so I'm typing, counting this down. And 3, and 2, and 1. And yeah, and there is so much knowledge in that. Like, I am such a beginner in the ancient coin world. Like, people are so much more knowledgeable than me, you know, and it's like a little embarrassing, but no, it's a great community over there too, and lots and lots of information to learn. And it's not so unknown like you might think. Like, people spend their whole lives studying like one coin and where it come from and who was there at the time, books and books are written about it. And I want to talk to Aaron a little bit more, but like he was saying, I was talking to him about coins and history, and I think something he said was coins are history. Like, and I want to know how much like is based off of our coin history, because we kind of look into these coins and learn more, like, oh no, actually it was here, here, and here, and like it, you'd be surprised how much coins tell us our history. Is where we get our history from, is the coins themselves often.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, and I wouldn't beat yourself up for not being knowledgeable, dude. We all have to start somewhere. I mean,
Right.
you know
No,
what I
yeah,
mean? So I wouldn't hang your head as being embarrassed by it. It's just that you're new to it, and you're like a sponge. You're absorbing everything that you're learning. So. And then
right.
you're sharing. I'm learning more about it. I learned from it by listening to you. So your hard work and learning about this isn't not getting paid off, because it's
Not
people
very
like me that
cool.
don't know anything about it that learn from you. So
Awesome. Well, that's the idea. So good to hear. Good to hear. Okay, well, that was a little bit of a long one. Ran a little long on that one, OC. Sorry about that.
that's hey, told you
But
I was free tonight, so we're just kind of chilling.
cool. Well, I had a good time and a great show. Thanks for coming in and picking something up, Silver Boy Blues. It was a dry night, but I'm glad you stopped in and grabbed that from me. And
There you go.
and whenever you're free and ready, we can sit down, Silver Boy. Just let me know when you're ready, and we'll clear out our codes and whatnot. And okay, he says he's got to go check on his mom. All right, well, go check on her and say hello for us, and hope she's doing well. And thanks for stopping
Absolutely
in while you had some time, Silver Boy Blues.
awesome. Good to
And,
see you, Space Miner, as well, and Silverboy Blues.
yep, Space Miner, thanks for hanging out with us. Always good to see you. And Kiko Surfs, thank you for hanging out so long. That was awesome. You hung with us here for the time. I appreciate it. And everybody else that popped in throughout the stream, greatly appreciated. And we will be back this Saturday with a spin and bin if things go well. And
Nice.
yeah, anything you wanna leave us with, OC?
Yeah, just thanks for everybody coming in. It's always fun for them to hear my voice, and I can shout out to them and say hello. So I enjoy that. So
Cool.
um, leave it at that and say hello, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the streams.
All right. Thanks, guys. We will see you back this weekend, possibly sooner. If not, catch you on the next spin and bin. So thanks for coming in, and catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.
Good night.